Hello, I'm Joseph Pearce, and I'd like to tell you about Race with the Devil, my journey from racial hatred to rational love. Before I converted to Catholicism and became a biographer of the great Christian and Catholic writers of the 20th century, I was the leader of the Young National Front, a British nationalist, white supremacist organisation. I was the founder and editor of its newspaper, Bulldog, in which I continually called for the banishment of all non-whites from the United Kingdom. I was involved in, and often at the centre of, violent racial and nationalist demonstrations around Britain in the early 1980s. I was a full-time revolutionary. In 1982, I was imprisoned for 6 months for publishing and distributing materials that were deemed likely to incite racial hatred, a hate crime under Britain's Race Relations Act. I came out of prison with more anger and even more resolve. In 1985, I was again imprisoned for the same offence, this time for 12 months. But there was a huge difference between the 20-year-old fanatic who had gone to prison 4 years earlier and this 24-year-old who now sat in utter desolation in a lonely cell less than 2 weeks before Christmas. I found myself holding a rosary that someone had given me during the previous week's trial, bumbling the beads and mumbling inarticulate prayers, desiring to enter into its mysteries. In Race with the Devil, I recount my conversion story, from the early experiences that guided me toward racist political activism, through my imprisonment and subsequent dark night of the soul, to the inspiring influence of G.K. Chesterton, Hilaire Belloc, C.S. Lewis and others, and at long last my reception into the Catholic Church. My journey is a testament to God's hand active among us and the infinite grace that Christ pours out on his people, showing that we can all turn or return to Christ and his church. If someone in your life may benefit from my story, I encourage you to please pick up Race with the Devil, my journey from racial hatred to rational love, from St. Benedict Press. Thank you, and God bless.